And they are all set as their guys will do battle with their opponents. Summer, hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and they will elect.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with their opponents. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll set up a throw. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. And that one off the mark.
Contain and get outside. My first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Steps away to his, and the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Love looking to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On play action, Love to throw. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. At their own 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
45, Mike, 45.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44.
On play action, they'll throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A.J. Epinesa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love from the gun. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, going to the air with Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Love, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they run a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Escape under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 8.
Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Working out of the gun. Love. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense. These last few drives off.
I think a lot of the guys has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
How you like me now?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Love's throw here taken in by Boykin.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st and 10, Love. Flush to his right.
And going deep downfield for Boykin.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. To the air again, Love. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Here's Kamara on the read option. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. Oh, that's got to frustrate them a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Off the play fake, Love. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing. Love. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Love going to keep it on the option. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Love keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Love throwing for it. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with it. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Second and 11 now.
Check. Focus, defense, focus. 44, Mike, 44. I got you.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, Love to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard, pushing through the contact. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he gets it down to the 32.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, this is Hubbard. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he is all the way up past the 25. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Love. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Love. Open man is Chase, complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not a fool. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse, disgusting. From rap. 1, 2, 3.
Gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything different when you touch it on the back. What you see is the cloud and hit is mad. You can never be a such you carry, gotta wear a mask. They be pulling at you, grabbing at you, pop up trying to change you. I built my own foundation and there ain't no rearranging. Moving careful every day, exactly how I played it. Not looking for number one, but that's exactly how I'm paced. I got choices, I'm getting opinions from so many folks to bring the horse. Away from all the know too many people tell me what I should do, I take it and laugh. They not knowing if I mess up, I can end up falling flat. If I write a bad tweet, I ain't in my heart. If I give them what they wanted, I'm gonna be broke in a week. If I tell my baby no, she might get it from the street. If I'm not tough for my son, he might grow up to be weak. What do I do? I'm new to having cameras in my face. What do I do to keep getting the love from my state? What do I do to keep the money coming in? What do I do? Writing it till I need another pen. Gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything different when you touching on the back. What you see as good intentions is for cloud and hit is mad. You can never be a such you carry, gotta wear a mask. Rapping at you, I'm trying to change you. I built my own foundation and there ain't no rearranging. Moving careful every day, exactly how I played it. Not looking for number one, but that's exactly how I'm placed. Feel like Jesse Owens, cause I'm taking off with the race. Put the metal to his mouth, retain his tongue, hold the brace. But I'm all about the beast until the sucker hit a make. Oh man, man, your performance kinda shake. I'm prepared for the fame, I like that crap sound really late to me. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't cry at least once a week. Cause I'm so blessed with no stress, all the weight taken off of me. Head in the clouds and I smile like no grandma watching me. My dream came true, I'm loving all these cameras in my face. I never knew that I would get the love from my state. Stay with the blue, always keep the money coming in. Ain't nothing new, writing until I need another pen. Gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything different when you touching on the back. What you see as good intentions is for cloud and hit is mad. You can never be a such you carry, gotta wear a mask. They be pulling at you, grabbing at you, pop up trying to change you. I built my own foundation and there ain't no rearranging. Moving careful every day, exactly how I played it. Not looking for number one, but that's exactly how I'm placing.
I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot him to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot him to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Started like no one stunning. She turned me back then, came back, so I swung her. I ain't going out like no sucker. Had to let it burn like Usher. Gave a rush for an hour, Chris Tucker. You can never take it to the left. I had to wait my time like a buffer. I'm that I still stutter. Ball hard, might get a tick. Bought a push start for it, got a chick. Drip too hard, made it. I know she won't forget that we met. She hit, I broke it down, she a wreck. They saying, Mo, you better than the rest. Who, me? I never would've guessed. Rookie, but I do it like a vet. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Had to take the stairs to the top floor. Every that slept been done for. Got a few bands, need a ton more. If we empty out the that's a drum roll. If it move fire, hit him with the earn stripes, now that me like a real. Hold on, let me catch my breath. Hold on, let me catch my breath. We getting to the bread, it was crumbs. She love car turn nothing into something. She let me knock it out the park, home run. I'm a giant bear bond. She told me that the money make she tried more, not a mother ain't nothing. I've been always feeling like the one. These other I'ma show 'em how it's done. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hit some old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter.
Exclusive.
I ain't never had no money. I've been out here trying to give me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I bought